Lericia Harris here backstage at the V-103 Car and Bike Show. Standing next to me, Ricardo Allen, Rico Allen, Falcon Safety. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
Doing good. Thank you for asking me. So you are here, Car and Bike Show 2018. What have you seen so far that you've enjoyed?
Oh man, I walked through. When I was walking through, I was able to see some of the old school dunks and stuff like that. Man, that's usually the nice cars that I like. I'm usually into the Bentleys and stuff like that, but out here I look at the old school dunks and stuff like that.
So any car that you would fix up and redo and make it Ricardo Allen?
Yeah, if I could, I'd probably get a box Chevy like I said out here, and then like an old school Chevelle. That's like one of my cars I've always liked since I was growing up.
I love box Chevys. Those are like my favorite.
Yes,
love those.
Got to get one of those.
Moving to football now, you guys are getting ready for the 2018 season. I mean, what has been your preparation? What has your off season been like?
My off season's been, you know, a lot of training, man. Daily training, you know, and chilling with my family, man, and really just trying to be that leader piece to keep our team intact and keep the communication between everybody open so that when it's time to come back to work, man, everybody's ready to go.
There has been talk that you guys on the defensive side could be the next up-and-coming Legion of Boom. I mean, when you hear stuff like that, how does that make you feel? What is that thought process?
It makes it feel good, man. It was crazy. I actually got to talk to Cam Chancellor when he retired, and it was something that he talked about. It was something that, you know, he sent me a nice message, and he was telling me that, you know, me and Keanu, we can be one of the next best tandems and one of the next best duos, you know, in the league. And finally, you know, us as a defense, we trying to come into that top 5 and be in that top 5 for a long time.
Talk about the rotation that you guys have going on back there. You have a lot of guys that can be moved in and out of positions. Yeah. Is that, I mean, pretty helpful for you to know that that's back there?
It helps a lot because, you know, the one thing about football is there's always injuries. You know, every team, the one thing about a roster is the roster never starts the same and finishes the same. And that's something that we all pray for. We pray not to have injuries, but to have a bunch of guys that knows, you know, everyone's position, that knows the ins and outs of the defense. Being able to jump from one position to the next, it makes it much easier when something like that happens. And us as a defense, because we go with it all the time in practice and because we do it all the time, it just becomes so easy in the game. We can play with each other.
Now, moving to the culture of Atlanta, I saw what you posted, the video of you and your wife and your baby boy doing the Kiki challenge. Yeah. That was the cutest thing ever. He just came in and took over the video that y'all were trying to do. I mean, when he did that, were you expecting him to do that first?
No. It's every day it's a show with him. He has a little personality to his own. And it's crazy, man, because he's becoming to, you know, he's growing up to be one of his own, really.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Glad you were able to make it to the Car and Bike Show. Everybody, Ricardo Allen, Falcon Safety.
Thanks.